Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Destiny 2 weekly reset video. It's May 7th. That means one thing, we're running up until May 14th, and the Revelry, as you can see, has disappeared. Some of you will be sad, but most of you will be screaming and jumping for joy. Yes, I've got a bit of a cold or some kind of allergic reaction to pollen here in Finland at the moment, so I sound like a drag queen. A bit more than usual. I do apologise, but it's tough. It's tough tit. Anyway, what have we got in Destiny 2 this week? Well, aside from the Revelry having gone and celebrations breaking out all across the universe, there are some things. If you're new to Destiny 2, you've got a variety of milestones that reset on a Tuesday. The first thing that you want to look at is your tower map, and you've got some, I've already completed some of these. Guardian of all, complete bounties of any type, 20 of them to be exact, to get some powerful loot from Ikora Ray. Then you've got clan rewards. If you're in a clan, you can earn 5,000 XP just by going out there into the Destiny universe and doing stuff. That will get you some powerful loot as well. Then there's Ada over in the Annex, and if you forge 2 of her frames, you'll get some powerful armor. So if you're after armor in particular, then this is definitely a good milestone challenge to go for. So there you go. How about destinations? Well, we usually start off with a Vanguard playlist. Here are all the places that you can go visit. There's a chip shop somewhere over here and a Starbucks down here. Anyway, the Vanguard playlist consists of 3 items. The first is the daily heroic story missions. There are 5 of these to choose from, and they rotate on a daily reset. So every 24 hours, these will rotate, so you can choose different ones if you're getting a bit bored. The weekly modifier is Solar Singe across the Vanguard playlist, and the daily modifiers are Glass and Brawler. These will also change on a 24-hour basis. Then we've got some strikes. We've got a daily, complete a strike, get powerful loot. Complete 3 strikes with a light element identical to that of a fighting member. So if you're running Striker Titan, for example, that's an arc-based subclass, make sure your other teammates are also running Arc. If they're not running Arc, then change. Remember as well the weekly burn Solar Singe. Not everyone follows that, so make sure that your subclass is matching at least one other fighting member, especially if you're playing solo queue. There you go. So there's 2 opportunities to earn powerful loot in the Vanguard Strikes playlist. Then there is the Nightfall, or the Nightfall as I like to call it. You've got 3 to choose from. This week it's the Warden of Nothing, a Garden World, and the Inverted Spire. Now the Warden of Nothing has some strike-specific loot that you can farm for. You can keep repeating this Nightfall over and over again, and with a chance of getting the Warden's Law hand cannon. That is the strike-specific loot for this. A Garden World. This will net you the, I think it's a ghost, if I'm not quite correct. My usual way of checking these things is actually down because we've just had maintenance at the moment. So oh no, here we go, Garden World. It is the Universal Wave Function ship. So strike that, Universal Wave Function, the ship. That's an exotic ship. It looks very nice indeed. And the Inverted Spire is in fact the Nightfall, which has a exotic ghost called the Trichromatica Shell. So there you go. You complete 1 Nightfall and you'll get some powerful loot. If you complete a Nightfall with a score around 100,000 points or above, you get even more powerful loot. So there's 2 lots of powerful stuff on offer there. Isn't it nice? Then we've got our Gambit playlist, which is all Gambit-centric. So we've got Vanilla Gambit, complete a daily and get some powerful loot. Complete 3 more matches, or 2 more matches to be precise, get some more powerful gear. Then we've got the Reckoning, which is a 4-person activity. It's cooperative and there is matchmaking as well, and you can earn yourself some powerful loot just by playing that. Obviously the higher tiers will award more progress towards your 100% there. There are different modifiers this week. We've got Void Singe in the Reckoning playlist, and the daily modifiers are Prism and Heavyweight, so that's quite nice actually. There's 3 tiers. Obviously, they all have their own power requirements, so you're not going to be able to access these if you're too low light, and if you haven't completed the Drifter's quest. So go and have a word with the Drifter. This is all new, and he'll point you in the right direction of doing all the things that you need to do correctly. Then there's Gambit Prime. It's a Prime version of Gambit, it's a bit nice, actually. I quite enjoy it. Complete 4 games of Gambit Prime and get yourself even more powerful loot. You can even play private matches with your friends if you like that sort of thing. Crucible. This is the PvP section of Destiny 2, and there is a Rotary playlist always. We have quick play as a staple, dietary requirement. That is 6v6, control, clash, things like that. And then we've got Rumble, which is every man for himself. And then there's competitive, if you fancy doing some more competitive kind of stuff in there. And there you go. There's a Rotary playlist each week. This week we've got doubles. That's two players versus 2 players. It's quite good. I like it. So complete 5 games in any of these 3 or this playlist here, and that will get you some powerful loot as well. Isn't that fantastic? The Flashpoint is basically a planet that's picked, and you can do stuff on this planet to earn more powerful loot. This will involve completing various public events, like there's one there, and that'll get you a certain percentage towards the Flashpoint activities. Here it is. There's your progress bar. There, and the vendor, Devrim, as well. You can go and see him and have a chat and a cup of tea. And then there is this heroic adventure, which is signified by this little yellow chevrons. Let's call it a chevron, because chevron's a good word and it's not really used that often, is it really? So you can go on over to this adventure if my cursor wants to actually highlight it. There you go. Activity complete. Complete this heroic adventure. This gives you 35% towards the Flashpoint completions and powerful loot. What more could you ask for? It's a bargain, so don't neglect that. 35% towards that. There's your Flashpoint. It's on the EDZ. Isn't it great? Then we've got the Dreaming City. It's one of my favourite areas. If you fast travel here and then head on over to the lovely Petra, she'll have some bounties for you. If you complete 2 of her weekly bounties, you'll get powerful loot. You know, what more could you ask for? There is an Ascendant Challenge. It is in the Chamber of Starlight, which is all the way over there. So if you have a tincture of Queen's Foil, which is a little vial of stuff, you drink that and you'll see a portal at the end of the Lost Sector at the Chamber of Starlight. Enter that and complete the challenge. Make sure to pick up all the bounties from Petra first. The bounty for the Ascendant Challenge is all with her. You'll have to go and collect it, then complete it over there, and you'll get some nice stuff. All the Dreaming City stuff is actually really handy, and with the armor that could possibly drop from any of these challenges and around in the realm, there are enhanced perks as well, which is nice. There you go. That is all those bits and pieces for the playlists. We're going to head on over to the Gunsmith just to check out what mods he's got. He's got weapon and armor mods that rotate on a 24-hour basis as well on the daily reset. Today's mods are Paragon. That increases the class ability, regeneration speed, and backup mag. So if you've just got your Luna's Howl from Crucible or what have you, or maybe you want some extra rounds in your heavy machine gun, there you go. Those are the 2 mods that are available, and they will change on tomorrow's daily reset. Now we're going to head on over to the Leviathan vendor, Benedict 99. Mr. 99, here we go. So if you're interested in doing the Leviathan raid and you do some completions of that and the raid layers, this is the stuff that you can actually collect if you're adding it to your collections for your various triumphs and challenges. So we have, excuse me, the Eater of Worlds helmet. We've got Eater of Worlds gauntlets. We have the Spire of Stars chest piece, Spire of Stars boots, the normal Leviathan class item, and Sins of the Past rocket launcher. That's very nice indeed. The modifiers for the raid layers, if we head on over to Nessus and Nessus Orbit and pick one of the raid layers and go to Prestige, there are some special modifiers. We've got Prestige Arsenal. Weapons have no reserve ammo. That's a shame. Emptying the clip of the weapon refills the clips of your holstered weapon, because that's a game. And then we've got Arms Master. Kinetic, you can use anything. Energy, you must use a fusion rifle. And power, you must use a fusion rifle as well. There we go. That is your Leviathan gubbins right there. We're going to head over to Ada in the annex and see what stuff she has for us as well. Ada and her Technicolor Dreamcoat, thanks to me and myself and I. There's a variety of bounties, daily bounties, which also rotate on a daily basis, and weekly bounties here as well. Completing these weekly bounties will get you a ballistics log. A ballistics log will enable you to pick one of these weapon frames and forge it, and in the one of the 3 forges in the universe there, and that will be a powerful drop. There's a variety of frames to choose from, but you can only do 2 powerful frames. However, you can do as many of the frames that you pick over and over again if you're looking for a certain role in the random roll section. There is also an additional screen here, miscellaneous stuff. If you want mod components for whatever reason, you can trade in gunsmith materials and legendary shards. You can also have your chance at getting some black armory mods, some rather special mods for weapons there. And of course your forged polymer to guarantee an armor piece drop at lower light level, or the soft cap as it is. And then you've got your obsidian radiance, which you can add to forged weapons to give them a nice little shimmer and a bit more damage, giving a bit more damage in forges, for example. Alrighty, we're going to wrap up the video by heading on over to Eververse, and I bet you're excited. Here we go. Crack open your purse and empty the contents all over Eververse. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is the stuff that is available to you this week in Eververse. We have some bright dust purchases right here. I'm going to sneeze any moment, it feels like, and it's right on the cusp of sneezing. Hopefully not. Anyway, we've got the Shake Dance Sadness emote. We've got Spaded Knife Sparrow, a Wave Maker Sparrow, a Safe Passage Ship, a Rubente Dextra ship as well. There's also an Arc Shell Ghost, the Viper projection, the Arian's Swagger ornament for the Getaway Artist. So this will change for a Hunter and a Titan. There will be a specific ornament for Hunters and Titans there. We've got the Vostok ornament for Wardcliff Coil, which is super nice. I like it. Minty. And then Itsy Bitsy Spider. This is the weapon ornament for the Recluse. This is the first time it's appeared in the Eververse shop as well. So if you're missing that, you'll be glad that you can pick it up this week. There's a Reefer Woken Transmat effect, a Crucible White Transmat effect, some shaders there, and boons. Ladies and gentlemen, there is also some various bounties that you can pick up that will give you bright dust if you're low on bright dust, for example. And then there's some exclusive Eververse packages here, lightning rod bundles. These all contain an emote, a class-specific emote from Arc Week that was a while ago. There's also a prime time bundle that will get you some notorious engrams, fire team medallions, and bright dust. And there is You're Gonna Eat That bundle. This includes the spare rations ornament there, which is very nice, so that you can pick that up for the 500 silver. There you go. That is the Eververse stock. Don't forget as well, if you're new to the game, various vendors in the tower will have challenges and bits and pieces. For example, if you go on over to the Drifter, there are weekly bounties that you can pick up that will get you some powerful loot. There is basically vendors on some of the planets as well. If you go to Tangled Shore and visit this guy here, he will have some bounties that you can do that will get you powerful loot and various other bits and pieces. So there you go. Have a great time in Destiny 2 this week without any nade spam and invisible people jabbing you in the eye and stuff like that. So there you go. Have an absolutely fantastic week. I'm going back to bed and wishing you a very Merry Tuesday. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember, smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.